Well, one of the things in the last panel that was touched on is tech stack, and this panel is all about how to perfect your tech stack. So you've got two of our favourite agencies here, Rebecca, Nathan from Rainy City and Quickfire, and also their lovely clients. So I'll start with introducing Rebecca, if you could just introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Rebecca. I am the founder of Rainy City. We're a Shopify Plus agency based in Manchester, hence the name.
Luckily, it wasn't raining today.
Nathan, co-founder of Quickfire Digital, 30 people, based in Norwich, but spent most of my life in London, working with brands all around the world, Lacoste, Juicy Couture, Beavertown, and yeah, just focus on conversion rate, average order value, repeat purchase.
Amazing. And Rebecca, you've brought the lovely Nick with you. Nick, if you'd like to do a little introduction.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Nick, founder of Olivias, which is a premium homeware e-commerce store, UK based up in Staffordshire, and proud client of Rainy City.
And likewise, you've brought the lovely Lily. Lily, if you just give us an intro about you and Beavertown.
Yep. Hi, I'm Lily. I'm a digital design and content lead at Beavertown. We sell delicious beer, if you don't know already. So I do a lot of like the design side of the website and also digital assets for the rest of the channels. And yeah, work with the lovely Quickfire to help us do really cool stuff.
Amazing. So Nick, let's start with you. I'd love to talk about your transition that you've worked with Rainy City in the wonderful world of CRO. So if you could just talk to us about your journey and everything that encompasses.
Yeah, we've had an interesting journey because we started right before COVID. So most of our tenure was during this huge growth period, and I think like a lot of brands, we made a lot of mistakes, right? We were so focused on this hyper growth top line, just focused on top line, which often drives bad decisions around efficiencies and actually looking at contribution and looking further down your P&L. So as kind of that COVID hype has reduced and the market's normalized a little bit, we've then gone into this macro environment that we're in now, which fortunately for Olivia's doesn't affect it so much because it's not so price conscious in terms of its consumers, but obviously feel the macro effects like everybody else. I think I heard somebody on a previous panel talking about having to put up their prices and things like that, right? It's the same for everybody. So what we've had to do is focus more on our organic revenue, because we never had this huge trail of organic users because we started just as the hype period kicked in. So focusing on organic and really looking at the site and how we nurture those organic channels and those potential visitors into customers. So hence working with Rainy City to say, hey, right, this is what we've done so far. How do we actually improve this and focus on CRO? And we're talking about high value items as well. So you've really got to give everybody all the information they're looking for, high content, rich, but without creating a bad experience. There's lots of nuances to it, which I'm not from this world, so it was kind of new to me, where Rebecca's had huge experience of that with a number of their clients, so has been hugely influential in doing that, and we're about to launch another iteration of the site to improve that, and already in March we're seeing massive improvements on February in our organic results off the back of the work that RCA are doing, so yeah, it's great.
Rebecca, can you talk on the work that you are doing and how that's impacting Olivia's and the other clients that you work with?
Yeah, so I mean, with Olivia's, like when we initially kind of started, we looked at revamping their brand guidelines. So there was a real clear end-to-end experience for the user. So creating like templates for like their email marketing campaigns, like the creatives for their ads, and then what that looks like when it's driven to the website. As Nick said, like it's when you're selling like a high value, high price product, it is obviously a harder one-time easy purchase for someone. So a lot of work is around like the product pages, making sure that the delivery information is highlighted as well, because they don't hold all of that stock. They need to make sure that the different lead times are really clear for the people that want to know. You could be waiting 12 weeks for this item, but also not putting off the people because they think, oh no, I don't want to wait that long. So making sure that it's visible for people who want to see it, but not too in your face where it's going to kind of put off people. And then doing a lot of work around like the cart, so making sure that all of like the trust is in there. People know they're spending a lot of money. Like we want to make sure that we're getting them from A to B in a really smooth and easy way. And yeah, we're seeing like an uplift of like 30% on the conversion rate.
I mean, very interesting. I'm sure there's quite a few premium brands in the room wanting to know how you did that. Lily, on the other end of the spectrum, you sell quite low value price points. So could you talk to us about your journey with Quickfire, CRO, and the things that you do on the website to make it as enticing as possible to drink your lovely beer?
Yeah, definitely. So I think when it comes to the website, we're a lot more content driven instead of conversion driven. Obviously, we want to sell loads of delicious beer and make loads of money, which I'm sure everyone wants to do. But it's so much more than that. And I think a really good example is when I tell a lot of people I work at Beavertown, they kind of are not really sure what that is. And then as soon as I say neck oil, everyone's like, oh my God, I love neck oil. Been to the pub, it's my favorite drink. So it's like, how do we bring those two together? So we want people to love neck oil, but we also want them to like absolutely love our brand. But that's why we work with Quickfire, and they kind of help us create loads of cool content for the website, just to make it a bit more sticky. So we want people to kind of stay on there. A couple years ago, we launched a game, like a really simple mini game that was like a tap on your phone, and it like takes you through, you're like in outer space and you have to go through like avoiding all the beer cans, getting all the skull coins. So like really silly stuff that doesn't really shout, you know, please buy our beer, you have to buy a beer now. And that got over like 10,000 plays, which is quite a lot for us, seeing as we've never launched anything like that before, and I really didn't think anyone was going to play it.
Oh no, I would have played it. Now I know it. If it's still up,
Yeah.
I will play it.
And then lots of like other weird stuff that we do. We're currently going to launch a beer quiz, which obviously is about driving conversion, but also making it very Beavertown. So we want like rockets flying across the screen, loads of cool animations, just so it kind of sticks in people's minds that Beavertown is this cool, weird brand. And then, yeah, also you can buy our beer.
Amazing. And Nate, if you just give us a bit of advice on CRO and following Rebecca's comments.
Yeah, I mean, look, working with the Beavertown guys is crazy, right? Because most brands are just like more conversion, more conversion. These guys, we want more conversion, but we want it to be super fun, and sometimes they contradict. So for us, it's trying to get that balance between storytelling and conversion. And I think Beavertown are getting that balance perfectly. The latest iteration, I think, is an 18% uplift in conversion. So I think that was our first challenge, is how do we not lose the identity, but still make sure we're getting people to buy beer at the end of the day. That's why we're brought in to work with them. I think what I'm seeing more and more is these kind of, beer finder or a gift finder or build a box or feeding guides, those kind of things where it might be an octane, it might be a quiz that you've custom built, and how do you collect the data first party, and then essentially what can you do with that? Can you enrich Klaviyo profiles using an underground eCom or a richer get better, etc., to really drive back repeat purchase, etc. And that is something I'm really excited to see Beavertown do now. So for me, the motto for this year is whatever you've got, make it sweat harder. So let's not just keep adding more and more tech in. Let's just look at what we've got and really get the most out of it. And that's something Beavertown are doing more and more, which is good to see.
Well, it's amazing to see such two different approaches do so well. So thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any questions, website, CRO, tech stack, the guys will be here. So please do come and grab them. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.